We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Hamler now on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Gordon on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slip.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield now. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Jump. Check 15. Check 133. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All all the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
It's out of time. It's out of time. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Regular. Switches. Run.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Shit. Regular. Kings. Watch the ship. He's coming. We got no guys.
They go play action. Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Bridgewater. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by McManus is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third down, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
That one is caught by Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Pistol. Bang. Regular. Bang. Slam. Alert. Real.
Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper.
Well, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now with 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Landry now on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Powers pass, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
This is Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Dancing to his left. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Here's Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton.
Bridgewater to Sutton, 1st down Denver.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Out quickly to Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. 1st down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Browns, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.